All right, so check this out. Y'all see the score, 26-11. Right? Right here, 47-28. So we got a pretty sizable lead on this team. Check out the score and peek the time. You know, we're still at double digits. How the fuck do a game that start off like that end up like this? Now, we pulled it out. We won by 2. But as we get into this game versus NYC Dawgz at 36-21, don't even pay attention to our record. We've been getting our ass whooped. Our record looks nothing like that. At this point, we probably lost 20, 30 games, it feel like. I don't know. And I know sometimes you're going to be like, well, where them games at? I ain't never scared to show you guys a loss or nothing like that. This is the honest to God truth. Sometimes I'm able to record it. If I can record it, I will. I like to go back and watch the games anyway. But sometimes I literally be mad, like pissed the fuck off to some of the teams that we have lost to. Like, it's disgusting to me. It's embarrassing to me. And what happens is I forget, instead of hitting record before I get off the game, I just hop off because I have to decompress. So that's why sometimes, like, if I can get the video to y'all, I get it to y'all. I'm never trying to, like, I always encourage the other teams, whether we beat them or they beat us, to come watch the video anyway, because my job is to try to entertain. That's the whole reason why I do the YouTube part of it, is to try to entertain. Like, before it was to try to teach people, but now that I got a solid team and they kind of know how I like to play, I just want to entertain. I want to make somebody laugh. I want to have a good time. It's very hard to have a good time when you're losing. I mean, getting our ass from left to right to teams that have no business even playing Proam. That's how bad it's been. Like, it's kind of comical if you think about it. Like, I be in these leagues, I be talking shit, be talking about other players, other teams, stuff like that. But it ain't so funny when your team the one playing like ass. Like, we suck right now. Like, I just keep it buck, man. We suck. We have no chemistry. We can't play defense for nothing. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. All right, when I left, and the other team was kind of put together, and the guys that played with the other team and whatnot, that's fine. I have no problem with that. There's multiple people on the team that have like other teams they play with. I only know about, at this point, I think I only know one person on the team personally, which is Hope. And everybody else we have added in over time, over the course of years. Some people been here 2, 3, 4 years. Some people just came from last year, which is all cool. But I always tell people, hey, I'm not telling you that you can't play with your friends. You still gonna get plenty of time to play with your friends, because we only run games for probably about 2 or 3 hours, probably like 4 times out the week. So you're still gonna have that time to play with your family, your friends, the people, your day ones, and all that good stuff. But when we play team, just try to be a little bit more consistent. I try to make sure everybody play. I don't never want it to be just the same 5 all the time, because if we get into a tournament or something, I need everybody to know what the game plan is, how, what adjustments we made. If I throw a new play in there, I need everybody to know it to the team, things like that. So, like, now that we're the team that's sitting there getting their ass whooped every day, and it's kind of been like the same 5 playing for the most part. Like, things ain't looking good. I tell everybody all the time on the team, they know this, it has to be bigger than 2K. What I mean by that is the group itself has to be a group that's bigger than just 2K. Like, I don't want to just be your 2K friend. Right? I don't want to just be somebody you hop on with just to play 2K with. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be somebody that you can trust personally. Because that bonding and that building plays dividends when we actually hop on this game. If we can't talk to each other, like, respectfully, but like, if we can't talk to each other and be like, yo, you fucking up, or that shot ain't it, or that build is ass. If we can't be honest with each other, Yeah, like, what the fuck is the point? Like, this year, I heard multiple times certain teammates tell me, hey, the whole play style of which I'm used to playing, not being able to shoot, it don't kind of work this year. And it's okay to have that argument or that conversation. I'm not going to get mad at you for voicing your opinion. If you don't feel like the style works, what do you suggest? But at the same time, don't just say it don't work and you're not doing what you're supposed to do inside of the strategy. That's always my thing. Right? I'm willing to try to fix myself. And the whole thing with that is, if y'all remember in the beginning of the year, I actually had a point guard that could shoot. I did all that, and then 2K had this massive slump where they messed up everybody's jump shot, so it fucked up the build I had anyway. But I had a build that could shoot threes pretty consistently. I was shooting like 80% from the three-point line. So I did adjust and adapt to the way I saw kind of how the game was going. But I mean, 2K gonna be 2K at the end of the day. It always kind of reverts back, especially as the seasons go on. It kind of goes back to what everybody's used to. So I've been able to come back out with a point guard who can't necessarily shoot again. But I had to really work hard, play a lot of 1v1, and be consistent in the mid-range, things like that. For everybody else who can shoot, what is your excuse? All right, because in my opinion, what has happened this year is the game is too offensive friendly, right? They added an ability to make more layups and be more dynamic like that, and they severely nerf blocking. It's very hard to get a decent block on the game. You know, people can just run and throw up floaters at any angle. It's not really conducive to playing defense. Therefore, people made more offensive builds, and they just live with the fact that they probably can score on the other end, which messes up our game plan, because when we was really great last year, it's because of the defense. Right? I was going to make everything happen offensively. I can get to the rim, score, whatever. You know, and I'm always be able to do that because that's just naturally my play style, and everybody has a play style. But what we could do defensively, everybody could switch, everybody was listening. We was able to play a few different defenses. Everybody had the 2-3 down. We was able to play a little bit of full court pressure, different things like that. Like, it was a lot that went into why we were so good last year. Not to mention, last year, I figured out the whole scheme by being able to offensive rebound. I had to sacrifice that this year, which hurts me greatly because you got bigs who are now making 99 rebound and I can't compete with them. You know, last year I had like a 94 offensive rebound. So every time my teammates would miss a shot, I was able to either get it and dunk it or get it and kick it back out to the three-point line for a wide open three, which accounted for a lot of our scoring. Since I can't do that or be as effective with that, that's part of why, like, it seemed like I would need to be able to shoot this year, because I'm not cleaning up the offensive glass like I used to. But at the same time, like I said, everybody has to be accountable. So what's your excuse when you're sitting there missing wide open jump shots? Right? I'm not singling out any one person, because everybody on the team has missed a wide open jump shot. Me included. I had games where I'm missing my wide open mid-range jump shot, but I'm still generating open shots, and people have missed in takeover. So what's your excuse for that? Like, what are you doing to correct that, or what are you doing to help when that shot is not falling? Right? Everybody be accountable. You're sitting there going against a 99 rebound guy, and instead of just boxing him out to where your teammate can get it, you're sitting there jumping with it and giving up rebound after rebound after rebound on both sides of the ball. Where are you going to be accountable for that? You're going for the passing lanes and you ain't got no steal in your build. Where are you going to be accountable for that? So, like, for me, it's always two-way street. You know, I'm very easy to get along with as a team captain. I'm not the type of captain that's going to sit there, yell at you, call you out your name, do all You know, I've seen, I heard it. I could not play that style. And if you're not a good passer, I can't even play with a point guard who's not a good passer. I can't do it. You know, I was playing in the rec by myself, and I ended up having to play shooting guard, small forward, whatever. In times I played with a point guard who was willing to pass as well as score, things went great. I could sit there in the corner, take my shot when it came. I still was averaging like 20 points and 8 assists. This is from the off guard position or forward, whatever it was. But if I had a point guard who literally was going to sit there and dance around, throw a bad shot, and expect everybody else to do something, it was a bad experience. Now, when I'm playing with randoms, I don't even turn the mic on because honestly, if you can play, you can play. We're going to have a good experience. If you can't play, fuck it. It's going to be a bad experience. I'm just here to get some VC anyway. But when it comes to this team shit, everybody has to be accountable so that we can be better as a unit. So win, lose, or draw, these 12 guys that I got, these are my guys. I mean, it's guys that play on other teams here and now. You know, here, every once in a while, they play with somebody else, or they might even have another team that's their main team, and I'm just here to help bridge the gap and when some of their boys ain't on. That's fine. But I still need all 12 guys locked in and trying to get some runs in. I'm not saying it's bad to have the same lineup, but the reason why you have 12 guys is in case if somebody can't make it, like if we're in the league or something and somebody can't play, the next guy can come in. You know, they know the game plan, they know all the plays, they know everything, and there's never a drop off. Like, I'm probably the only person on the team that's irreplaceable. And even, like, at this point, if y'all just know how to run the system, you can play without me. Right, which is why, like I said, Hawk and a few other guys, they saw another team, and they play pretty well for the most part. They have a little bit different game plan, but they play really well. And I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is playing against these trash ass teams and then my team acting like it's no big deal. I'm not. That's the part that's getting me the most. Like, we're sitting here constantly getting our ass whooped. Nobody wants to say anything to anybody. Right there. We are a group of grown men. You cannot be scared to voice your opinion. If somebody is doing something that you don't agree with, you have to let them know so that they can adjust. Right? We're going to argue sometimes. That's fine. We're a team. You know, being part of a team means when everything's going good, great. We celebrate with each other. But when everything is going bad, we have to be willing to talk. Like I said, talk respectfully to correct the problem. All right? If it's something somebody's doing, it's a couple ways to approach it. Either that person can stop doing what they're doing. If they're not willing to stop it, then all 4 other guys have to adjust. This is why we're in a party. This is why we talk. You know, everybody kind of has their own thing. I know for my team with D-Mac plays wild. I like that about D-Mac. You know, I do need him to communicate more because, like, sometimes he'll just randomly come up and start pressing the ball. I understand why he does it. He's trying to speed up the tempo to force the teammate into more mistakes. That's why you press the ball. And sometimes it works. I've seen him do it and come up with like 8 or 9 steals, but sometimes I see him do it and give up like 20 to 30 points. At that point, I'm not necessarily mad at him because, like, if I tell him, yo, D-Mac, you're doing a little bit too much, I need you to stay home, he'll do it. He'll adjust with no problems. But if you don't communicate, he's going to do what he do. Like, even with Montage has been becoming a better and better scorer year after year, build after build. Right? to the point where he's trying to take on more playmaking opportunities. I had to tell him one of the games, yo, when the game start off, just get the ball in my hands and let me do what I do first before you start doing all that. For the most part, though, when he does it, I don't say anything. I let him try to figure it out. The only reason why I said we'll say anything for the most part is if we start losing. That's about it. Me and my co-captain RDH Hog, we have had several talks now at this point because in my mind, I believe they want to run their own team, which I'm fine with. And I didn't know whether we was going to split up or not. At this point, no, we're never going to split. It was just a thing where I didn't want to step in the way of success. So that's how I was looking at it. I wasn't looking at it in a negative way or anything like that. They had a team. They played against the #1 team in the world and beat them. I saw success in the way I was looking at it, since like certain people tend to play when I'm around and other people won't play. It's some guys on the team that won't even play if the other person playing. And I always be the person that has to manage all that. So when I saw them being successful, I thought the team was going to split. Now I understand it's just a thing where, like, if I'm not around, they still want to run 5. They always have 5 to run with, even if it ain't everybody from the team. I'm fine with that. You know why? Because like I said, there's other people on the team that's already like that anyway. Like Certified Famous, he has a team that's always a top team in 2K. They be on the leaderboards every year. They be doing their thing. My young guy, Jazz, he has his own team where he's the point guard. And I'm still adjusting to him because he is a really decent playmaker, but at the same time, I know him and RDH Hawk have a lot of friction, so they don't even play together. I know for a minute, Loco and King, they was having a little friction because King, he's a little bit more by the book. He understands the concepts and how they're supposed to work. So if he don't see somebody running the concept by the book, he might say something to you. Loco was having a problem with that because, hell, he's the one out there on the island defending these top-notch point guards, trying to figure out how he wants to maneuver the pick and roll. If the person behind him ain't on the same page, it becomes very difficult. So, like, and everybody always has to manage how they want to do something. I know for the most part, Strat, he's pretty straightforward. He does everything I ask of him. But I need him to talk more. No, he don't have any faults playing-wise, but talking is a part of playing. I need him to step up and let somebody else know when they fucking up. Because he's one of the better players that I had. Everybody has a role to fill. When Jamaica plays, Jamaica is a great playmaker. He passes just as well as I do. I need him to understand that him being more aggressive scoring goes a long way. Because it's been games I'm looking at the stat sheet, he only got 2-3 shot attempts. And I know I'm making sure everybody touch the ball because that's my thing. You got to touch the ball. Everybody got to play. I'm dealing with people trying to post up. I felt like people was going more offensive than defensive, which I need more defense for the style that we're running. And other people feel like they got more to their game. They on their Dylan Brooks shit. They got more to their game than just playing defense and shooting threes. So, like, as a team, we have got a lot to work out. If y'all paid attention to this game while I've been talking the whole time, y'all would notice that the only time this team scored was really in transition. This is the stuff I'm talking about, just little stuff. Like, the only time they really scored was in transition. In the half court, they couldn't figure it out. We was on everything when they play half court ball, but for some reason, every time they got an offensive rebound and kicked it out or did anything, they were just killing us. We was giving up easy points to the same people. Like, this was one of those games where I'm disgusted because, like, we clearly could have played better. And we just didn't. So you're getting down to the fourth quarter, we're down 10. I didn't even, like, this is what I'm talking about, communicating with each other. I have told Montage plenty of times that taking that shot that deep, even in takeover, is not as good as it was last year. Like even though I know he can hit it, I've seen him hit it. More consistently this year, they do not allow you to make that shot. And I've said something about that a couple of times, but at the same time, like I said, I like to let people play their game. So if he's going to take that shot, you know, and I've seen him hit it, why should I be mad at him when he take the shot again? If that's his play style, that's his play style. It's just, everything's more frustrating when you're losing. And you got to be able to take the loss on the chin. That's all you can do. There's no, for my team, I don't think there's no getting better. It's just becoming sharper. There's no getting better. We all know what to do. If it's not your game, that game, hell, it ain't your game. It's okay. You will have another opportunity to show that you can score. You know, if your man is the one, then you had a backdoor cut and you hitting the threes that game, that's great. If your man is playing perfect defense and he ain't allowing none of that shit to go on, that's fine too. You know, play defense, get out on the break and score that way. Like, be disruptive. There's more things that you can always do than just one thing. So, that's all I really got for today's video. Hopefully, if you're a team captain or you're on a team and you ever wonder how the captain be feeling, that's why I kind of share my thoughts throughout the video. So, y'all kind of understand what I'm going through as a team captain myself. Yeah, when everything's great, everybody doing what they supposed to, they making every shot and winning. And I can say the other team ass, they trash and all that. That's great, but sometimes my team is the one that's trash. They be ass, they ain't making shots, we ain't doing what we supposed to do defensively. And this is kind of what you get. You know, it's no hard feelings either way. It's not all a part of playing 2K. As a group, you want your group to be bigger than 2K. Alright, you want to be able to talk and share personal things with each other. You know, so I know for our team, you have to invest at least an hour of your time. So even if somebody new come on to play, like somebody get off, we still got to run 2 games after that, just because we have to be at least worth an hour of each other's time. You know, if multiple people getting off, hey, we all getting off. We'll play again the next day, or the next time, or the next opportunity, and that's okay. With that being said, the next game y'all gonna see, man, I had to make a whole new build. I couldn't do this anymore. You know, like, I felt like I corrected the problem when I made this guy, but like I said, I couldn't complete the task of giving him offensive rebound, and that is a big part of the strategy. And just defensively, I don't know what we're doing. You see, right there, free throw, they get the rebound, they throw it out, and get a three. That should never happen. It's a bunch of little things. Get the rebound again, throw it out, throw it to the three-point line. That's the only way they can score. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been lethal. Catch everybody in the next video, man. Gotta answer yet again. It's all love at the end of the day, though. I'm out.